Before going to Bihar and Bodh Gaya, I was nervous what the living situation would be. But after I got to the Vihar and became part of the community there, I realized how great of an environment it was to give me a safe space in which I could later challenge myself and grow in all the many ways that I did during the program. Even though Greater Bodh Gaya can be chaotic at times, past the Vihar gate, it's a completely different world. Only people who are allowed can enter into the complex, and inside there are tons of green spaces for contemplation and meditation. There are sculptures of different kinds, and it's much quieter. There's a whole community environment, and walking around you'll see faces who you will recognize and who recognize you, and who are always there to help if you need anything. And of course there are the Vihar dogs, which you will get to pet and play with all the time. The program's been around for more than 45 years, and we've been coming to the Vihar the entire time. So we actually have lots of dedicated spaces just for us, where we can be our own community and our safe space, even within the larger communities that we're a part of in Bodh Gaya. And one of the best examples of this is the daybed culture. On the upper floor, which is only reserved for us, there's daybeds outside of each person's room. And you can just lounge, you can chill, read, write, nap on these daybeds, and there's always something going on in the hallways because of this. The rooms are actually better than most of the rooms I stayed in college. There's a lot of space in the rooms, and there is beds and desks for everyone. There's mosquito nets, and there's a heated shower as well. And anything else you might need, whether big or small, the DDs and the Vihar manager are there to help you out. The dining hall is another one of our dedicated spaces. There's inside and outside seating, and you'll go here for 3 meals a day, which are served buffet style, and there's always new stuff. There's also tea time at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. where they serve different kinds of teas, fruit, and biscuits, and these are great ways to kind of reset and energize. There's a yoga room, which is another great communal space. There are daily yoga classes that are held here from one of our yoga teachers. And we also use this space for group meetings and just hanging out in general. There's also the classroom where we hold classes, but it's also a great study space. And there's board games and a ping pong table in there too. And there's also our little library, which has been built up over more than 4 decades to include books on Buddhist topics of every kind you can imagine. There's also books on Asian culture as well, and I spent so many hours there just perusing all these books I wanted to read, as well as stuff that would be very pertinent for my ISP topic as well. It has AC, and is also another great community point where people are always hanging out, working on stuff, having philosophical conversations, and classes sometimes as well. There's also the Buddha Hall, which is the space where we have our communal meditations, and it's open any time of day and night. So if you want to go meditate yourself, it's a wonderful place to contemplate or meditate. The more time I spent in the Vihar, the more I felt really like a part of its community. There are people there that you interact and talk with every single day, like the monks, the DDs, the Vihar boys, and even the dogs. And they all come together to create such a caring and supportive community that for me was instrumental in giving me the confidence to actually go out into Bodh Gaya and India with my ISP, and also inside on the meditation cushion and with the teachings, to really challenge myself in ways that I never would have felt comfortable without this supportive network holding me up. And because I was able to challenge myself in all these ways, I was able to grow in all these ways. I never had an idea that I would grow. And so looking back since the program, it was really, truly a life-changing experience for me. And I think the Vihar enabling as that safe space was really a big part of it. So I hope you get the chance to go to the Vihar, eat the delicious food, take a stroll through the gardens, and pet the Vihar dogs, especially Charlie. Give him a couple pets for me because I miss him a lot, and he is the best boy in the world.